Alameda school districts, here's what you need to know. Hey everybody, it's Hans Struzina with the Gunderman Group at Keller Williams Luxury International, coming to you with another video. Today, we are going to talk about the city of Alameda and school districts. No, I am not going to give you my opinion on which one is better. However, I'm going to give you the resources and show you exactly where you need to go and what you need to do to figure out which school district you are assigned to and which one might be a better fit. And just a few thoughts and anecdotes relative to doing your own research on that, because ultimately every kid and every family is different. So when you get some value out of this, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to continue to put out content like this every single week and you're not going to want to miss it. So let's get into this. All right, so today, instead of just tell you about everything and send you some links, I thought I would show you the tool that I send to my clients and I use all the time just to make sure I know exactly which school district you're gonna fall in, and then I can find the resources to do the research if that's a really, really important part of your home buying process, which for many it is. Because frankly, I get this question all the time in open houses and for new buyers: which school district is this in? So we're going to the source and this will tell you exactly. So I'm going to link to alamedaunified.org down in the description, as well as this tool. So make sure you bookmark those if you're looking specifically in Alameda. The web page you're looking for specifically is alamedaunified.org/schools. And then when you come, you'll see this page here. And again, I'll have this linked below. But then you will click on Identify Your Neighborhood School, and it will load this map, which is fantastic. It's really pretty easy to use and very interactive. So there's a couple ways you can use this one. Obviously, number one is you just kind of look at the borders. You can zoom in and out and see what streets the cutoffs and so forth are on. As you can see, there's a few different little boundary lines here, but in general, they follow some of the major streets here in Alameda. So in general, when you're looking around and you see this is broken out by elementary school, but if you go and you click into this green for Love Elementary as an example, you'll see where Wood Middle and this also goes to Alameda High. And if you click on any one of these, it'll take you to the website for that school. So you can get information about the contact, the academics, the athletics, the counseling, etc., etc. So it's all right here. Again, this is going to be linked down below, so don't feel like you have to pause the video and copy it. But in general, the lines, the dividing lines that you should be aware of when you're thinking at a very high level about looking in Alameda is Grand Street. Now I know that these lines run a block here, a block there, especially in this part of the island right here in the middle. But in general, when you're shopping, you're just trying to get your bearings, you're going to be thinking about Grand, you're going to be thinking about Lincoln, Central, Encinal, etc. as some good dividing lines of neighborhoods, and they're going to separate neighborhoods. So just know that Grand, or in this case, for one block of Grand, and the next block down of Union is going to be the dividing line between Alameda High School, as you can see here, and in this case, this is over in the Gold Coast and some of South Shore. You go to Encinal Junior Senior High, just on the other side of Union, right? So the Gold Coast, all of that is Encinal. A lot of the Bronze Coast, Leonardville, and then of course the East End specifically is Alameda. And then in the East End, these are the two elementary schools that most people want to know about. So you've got Edison, which is over here in the Fernside, and then you've got Otis, which is right in the heart of the East End as well. When you're looking down here at Bay Farm, this is the other zip code 94502 that you need to be aware of. And you've got Earhart Elementary and Bay Farm Elementary. And this line, as you can see, it kind of zigs and zags, and it sort of cuts some neighborhoods in half in a couple of interesting ways. So you really, if you're looking in some of these areas and that matters to you, you really need to go do this exercise very specifically. So on Bay Farm, you can see that you've got Earhart and Bay Farm Elementaries here, and they both feed ultimately into Lincoln Middle and Alameda High School, specifically here. So when you have elementary age kids, you're gonna be able to walk or bike them over, but then once they get into that middle school and high school, they're going to be going over here. This is specifically where Lincoln Middle is. It's in this part of the map. So both of these go into Lincoln Middle, as well as Bay Farm goes over here. And then everyone goes up to Alameda High School, which is this section right here. So you've got Park Street, Encinal, and Central. It's these handful of blocks right in here. So just thinking about commutes, thinking about bikeability, walkability, depending on what your desire is, that's what you need to know. Relative to the location of Encinal High School, you're up here. So you've got Payden Elementary, and then just a little bit farther up in this section, this is all Encinal Junior and Senior High. So as you can see, they're a little bit separated, and depending on which district you find yourself in, you may be able to walk, bike, or have to drive. So make sure you keep that in mind. There are also some charter schools. There are also some specialty schools that will fall in here that you can apply for separately, and you can learn again about those on alamedaunified.org. Now, if you're not really sure, and I think this is honestly the best way to make sure you know what you're going to get, you can literally type in an address and it will tell you exactly. So I think of a couple listings I had recently. So if you had 3000 San Jose in Alameda, it didn't like that address, so I gotta type the whole thing. There we go. So here it is, 3000 San Jose Ave in Otis, Lincoln, and Alameda High. So you can literally type in the address of the house that you're looking at and figure out exactly where it is. Now, I would really encourage you not to assume anything, especially if you happen to be on or near one of these major dividing streets, one of these thoroughfares in Alameda, because sometimes one side of the street versus another is a dividing line, and you'll find yourself in a different district than you thought you would be in. And that may or may not have an effect on the desirability of the house to you. So make sure you use this tool. Again, it's all linked up down below. It's a really simple, easy to use, but very effective tool, and it takes you into the gateway of everything you need to know about the district so you can make the best decision possible relative to school districts. So there you have it. I'm gonna link to all of that down in the description of the video so you can easily find that link for yourself, type in the address, figure out which school district you're assigned to, as well as just go a little deeper into talking to administrators, parents, etc., just to get the scoop before you actually make that investment and buy in the neighborhood, so you know what you're getting relative to schools. So since I know you got some value out of that one, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to continue to put out content like this every single week, and you're not going to want to miss it. So without any further ado, this is Hans Struzina with the Gunderman Group at Keller Williams Luxury International, signing off for now. See you on the next one.